Hello. In this information session on researching for business plans, we will be looking at ways to get data, research data for your secondary sources for your business plan. Most of this data will come from the Government of Canada websites and more specifically the Stats Canada. There are a couple other sources we'll be looking at as well, but that's going to be the main ones. And to begin with, to search the Stats Canada for data for your business, it's a good idea. It's quite helpful actually to get a code, an NAICS code for your business, and that stands for the North America Industry Classification System code. If you can get a code, it makes it a lot easier to search for data in the various tools, the data tools. So what we will do is we'll actually open up a Google search here, and we'll actually do a Google search to see if we can get a NAICS code for your business. Now in this case, I'll be the sample business that I'm trying to get information for is a child daycare center on PEI. So first, for anything, I recommend you put in NAICS. Doesn't have to be in caps, but it makes it a lot easier. And then the name of your business, or what type of business. In this case, it's daycare centers, right? I probably have that already in there. And you can see I'm going to use this one here, 624410. So I'm actually going to write that down, and I'll be using that number the code to search in various tools. Now let's try another one. Brenda gave me a list of possible business plan ideas. So I see some here. I see some with a food truck. So let's go to food truck, which is interesting, right? All right. Let's see now, and what we have is mobile food services. Okay, so we have that code there. So we'll write down 722, pardon me, 330, and we'll work with those two businesses. But you can search for your business. If you don't have a business idea yet, just follow along, and then you can use the code that you find to follow along with this information guide that comes along with the session here. So let's just go back up to our information guide here, and we've done the Google search. Next step is to create a financial report for our business. In this case, I'm going to do the daycare center. So I'm going to go to now the information. You can actually go in here. This is a very good page, the Research and Business Intelligence page. It has a lot of options, but we're going to stick with the if we just follow the links at the very top, it brings you directly there. Control click, it'll open up another. Oh, let's try that one here. Sorry. Control and right click. There we go. And this is, like you can see, it's Government of Canada. This is actually Business and Industry Canada, but it will use Stats Canada data. So let's create a report. Okay, in this case, we're going to select Prince Edward Island, and I recommend using the thousands of dollars. And you can search for an industry. Now you can use keywords, but since we already have a code, let's put the code in for daycare services. So 624410. Remember, we got that from the Google search, and I have that here, so I can create a report. Now, pardon me. At the very top, it's kind of interesting. The information number of businesses across the island. So there's 100 businesses according to Industry Canada, and you can actually look at. It's a good idea to look at the total revenue to see where how much profit is being made. You can look as well. You can look at the expenses as well for what it's going to cost you to open your business. Now we'll have a look here. The smallest number of businesses are making the most money, but the upper quartile, the most businesses are making around $50,000 total revenue. So you can keep that in mind when you're preparing your business business plan. Now you can actually go down. You can see the cost, the sales, wages, and benefits, etc. You can see actually for most of them, we don't have a wage and benefit, and you know why that is, of course. Probably because it's a lot of these businesses are home-based, self-employed. We can get an idea of the cost, the repairs, maintenance, rent, etc. You can use that for your business plan, and you can actually go to the very bottom, which is good. You can kind of get an idea the profitable versus non-profitable businesses. So in this case, 88% of the businesses are profitable, and 12 are not profitable. So this is actually good data to include in your business plan. As well, you can actually export the data into an Excel sheet, and I'll open that and show you what it looks like. So you have an option to do that, to revisit it as well, to look at the data there. I shall close that, and we'll put that down here. So let's have a look at the other business, the food truck. So we can change this criteria here. We'll keep it on PEI. Let's go down. We'll search for. We had that number for our Google search, and that was. Let's see. The food truck was 722-330. Search mobile food services. We'll create a report. You can see there's not a lot, a number of businesses, there's not a lot reporting, so you have to keep that in mind for the data. We don't have any as far as the quartiles, but in general, total revenue is 176,000 per business, right? That would be the average. And this is a good idea, looking at the cost, the sales, what it's going to cost you for wages, etc., and the expenses, repairs and maintenance, etc. So you can include this report, this information onto your business plan. We can look at the very bottom. You can see 80%, or I guess 8 out of 10 businesses are profitable, and 2 are not profitable. If you want a more, I would say more accurate, well, not more accurate, more general view, you may want to actually go back and change your criteria. And instead of PEI, you can look at Canada, and you can do this for any business that you have that may not be a lot on PEI. And we'll do a create report. So this is the mobile food services across Canada, and then we can look here. There's over 2,044. Most of the businesses are make around $76,000, and you can kind of get an idea what it's going to cost you for the for operating expenses, etc. You can go down and look at the profitable versus non-profitable. It's about the same, 78% for profitable, and about 21% or 22% are not profitable. So this is, you can include this data in your business plan when you're when you're preparing your secondary sources. Anyway, this is the end of the first part of this this session. Now we'll be coming back to look at the getting information about the 2021 census data. Anyway, we'll be seeing you again shortly.